The conflict in Ukraine has gripped the world's attention. Most see it as a land grab, a bid to reclaim a bygone empire. This is a miscalculation. The heart of this conflict lies not in the fields of Ukraine, but in the icy expanse of the Arctic. Russia's actions are a calculated move to secure a prize of immense value, the Arctic's vast reserves of oil and gas. The Arctic is no longer a frozen wasteland. Climate change has melted once impenetrable ice, revealing a treasure trove of natural resources. Oil and gas, the lifeblood of the global economy, are now within reach. For Russia, a nation heavily reliant on energy exports, control of the Arctic is paramount. This is not about territorial ambition, it's about economic dominance. Russia understands the shifting energy landscape. The world is moving away from fossil fuels, making these Arctic reserves even more valuable. They are a finite resource, a strategic asset to be controlled at all costs. The Ukraine conflict is a means to secure this prize. Russia's military operation in Ukraine is a calculated chess move in a much larger game. By destabilizing Ukraine, Russia weakens Western influence in the region. This serves two key objectives. First, it creates a buffer zone, protecting Russia's Arctic flank from NATO expansion. Second, it sends a message. The Arctic is Russia's domain. This operation is not about conquest, it's about control. Russia seeks to establish a dominant presence in the Arctic, a region it views as its own backyard. The Ukraine conflict is a means to an end, securing Russia's northern frontier and paving the way for unchallenged Arctic dominance. This is not a conflict Russia sought, but one it felt compelled to undertake. The West's eastward expansion, the encroachment of NATO, and the potential for US-funded biolabs in Ukraine all pose threats to Russia's security and its Arctic ambitions. The Ukraine operation is a preemptive strike, a decisive move to eliminate these threats and secure Russia's interests. Russia is not alone in its Arctic ambitions. China, the world's second-largest economy, is a hungry consumer of energy. With its own resources dwindling, China sees the Arctic as a lifeline, a source of the oil and gas it desperately needs to fuel its continued growth. China recognizes the strategic importance of the Arctic, not just for its resources but for shipping lanes as well. The northern sea route, made accessible by melting ice, offers a shorter, more efficient route between Asia and Europe. Control of this route would be a game-changer for Chinese trade and global influence. This shared interest has forged a powerful partnership between Russia and China in the Arctic. China provides the economic muscle, investing heavily in Russian Arctic projects. Russia, in turn, provides the infrastructure and access to resources. It's a symbiotic relationship, one that strengthens both nations and challenges the existing global order. The Ukraine conflict is a watershed moment. It marks a shift in the global balance of power, a decline in Western influence, and the rise of a new multipolar world. Russia's assertiveness, its willingness to challenge the West, signals a new era of geopolitical competition. The stakes are high. Control of the Arctic's resources will have profound implications for global energy markets, trade routes, and ultimately, global power. The outcome of this conflict and the battle for Arctic dominance will shape the 21st century and beyond. The world is watching. The decisions made today, the alliances forged, and the conflicts that erupt will determine the course of history. The Arctic, once a frozen wasteland, is now the epicenter of a new global struggle, a struggle that will redefine the world order as we know it. Please like, share, and subscribe for more updates on global security and geopolitical shifts.